Indicted by a grand jury, and new charges added late this afternoon for the couple accused of pointing guns at protesters in the Central West End. Good afternoon to you. I'm Samantha Jones. Mark and Patricia McCloskey are now both charged with tampering with evidence in the June confrontation. News 4's Lauren Traeger broke this news today on the KMOV News app. She does join us now live from the control room. Lauren, this is a very big development.
That's right, Samantha. A grand jury was considering whether or not to indict the McCloskeys for brandishing guns. Now we're told the grand jury has also added these new charges. The McCloskeys had initially been charged with exhibiting weapons for pointing guns at protesters outside their Central West End home on June 29th. The McCloskeys have ever since maintained they were defending themselves and their property. This morning they appeared in court, but the case was just continued until next week, presumably to allow the grand jury to make its decision. And now this latest development this afternoon, charges not just for pointing the guns, but allegedly for tampering, all of which comes down to the pistol Patricia McCloskey was seen pointing that night and which was later turned over to the police by attorney Al Watkins. Now there's not a lot of details about that charge just yet, and we are working to learn more. But earlier today, Mark McCloskey had a lot to say about the ongoing criminal case against him and the fact that charges are not being brought against any of the protesters for trespassing.
What you're witnessing here in this case is just an opportunity for the government, the leftist, Democrat government of the city of St. Louis to persecute us for doing no more than exercising our Second Amendment rights.
A lot of moving parts here, and just moments ago I learned the lead investigator on the case was never called to testify before the grand jury. We're going to have the reaction of the McCloskey's defense attorney to the indictments coming up on News 4 at 5. Meanwhile, we have reached out to the prosecutor's office for more details about the indictment and for comment, but have not yet heard back. The McCloskeys will be back in court next week, and you can count on News 4 to keep following the case. Live in the control room, Lauren Traeger, News 4.